I don't think people understand just how massive and mysterious China's hidden mega dam really is. Deep within China's misty mountains, a giant sleeps, a structure so immense it defies logic. This isn't just a dam, it's a hidden heartbeat, pulsing with energy that reaches far beyond China's borders. Imagine a force capable of dimming a city's lights thousands of miles away, controlled by a single switch. This is no science fiction. It's the story of concrete, water, and the quiet rise of modern power. We often think of power as armies and economies, but what if the next great struggle is fought with electricity? The Three Gorges Dam is just the beginning, a visible tip of a much larger, secretive project. Rumors swirl of hidden tunnels and underground networks, carrying not just water, but the lifeblood of nations, electricity. The vision? An energy network connecting an entire continent, with Beijing at the controls. Nations across Asia are plugging into this grid, drawn by cheap, reliable power, but at a cost. China becomes not just a trading partner, but the ultimate provider. This is about building influence, creating a new world order where the flow of electrons is as powerful as the flow of capital. The story of this mega dam is the story of 21st century power, happening now, largely out of sight, and its reach is only growing. To grasp China's ambition, start with its crown jewel, the Three Gorges Dam. Spanning the Yangtze, it's the world's largest power station by capacity, over 22,000 megawatts. Its wall is taller than a 50-story skyscraper, built with enough concrete to make 60 Eiffel Towers. Some scientists say it even slowed Earth's rotation. Just a little. The dam powers tens of millions of homes, reducing China's coal use by millions of tons each year. But its impact goes beyond electricity. It created a reservoir stretching 400 miles, displacing over 1.3 million people and submerging entire cities. The sacrifice was justified by promises of progress and national pride. The dam stands as proof that China can mobilize resources and overcome obstacles, no matter the cost. It's the foundation of China's energy empire, a grand experiment that proved what's possible. The expertise and confidence gained here set the stage for an even larger network, one that could power all of Asia. The Three Gorges Dam is just the beginning. The official story is domestic power and flood control, but what if that's only half the truth? Whispers grow of secret expansions, new, even larger dams, hidden from satellites and media. These projects are said to be linked by underground tunnels, channeling water and power with unprecedented efficiency. The goal? A continent-wide power grid, an Asian supergrid stretching thousands of miles. China's ultra-high voltage transmission tech makes this possible, sending electricity vast distances with minimal loss. State-owned companies are building dams not just in China but in Laos and Pakistan, fitting into a larger puzzle. Each new dam and power line becomes another node, managed from Beijing. This isn't infrastructure, it's a new geopolitical reality. Imagine half a dozen countries' stability depending on China's uninterrupted power supply. Leverage shifts from military threats to the silent control of electricity. The whispers are of a new kind of empire built on the flow of energy. China's energy influence is already a reality, stretching deep into Southeast and Central Asia. In Laos, Chinese-built dams export power to Thailand and Vietnam through grids controlled by Chinese enterprises. Similar projects in Myanmar, Cambodia, and Pakistan plug these nations into China's expanding energy web. The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor isn't just roads, it's an energy corridor, connecting Pakistan's grid to China's sphere. Each project deepens dependency, tying economies to Beijing with invisible threads. For countries like Vietnam and Malaysia, the promise of stable power is tempting, but comes with strings attached. Contracts often favor Chinese companies, and loans can lead to debt dependency. China becomes the indispensable regional leader, the one who keeps the lights on. The benefits are real: electricity powers industries and improves lives. But the strategic leverage for Beijing is immense. Redrawing Asia's geopolitical map 1 kilowatt at a time, the Electric Silk Road delivers both power and influence. When one country controls the source of rivers that sustain millions downstream, it holds immense power. China's mega dams on the Mekong and Brahmaputra give it a giant tap at the source, turning water into a tool of control. A decision in Beijing can trigger droughts or floods downstream, crippling agriculture and threatening food security. Downstream nations complain of little warning or transparency, fueling distrust and fear. Water becomes a powerful form of leverage, more fundamental than electricity. A territorial dispute could be met with a subtle change in river flow, causing economic pain without a single shot fired. The dams that generate power also hold the key to survival for entire economies and ecosystems. Built in seismically active regions, these structures carry catastrophic risks. Earthquakes or failures could unleash devastation. In the eyes of anxious neighbors, these marvels are ticking time bombs. China's energy empire hasn't gone unnoticed. Global powers are watching with concern. The US sees China's network as a challenge to its influence in Asia, fearing political realignment toward Beijing. India, sharing rivers and a disputed border, worries about water being used as a weapon and is racing to build its own dams. Japan, reliant on imported energy, promotes a decentralized model and competes with China to fund regional projects. This sparks a quiet competition, fought with loans, contracts, and infrastructure. The US strengthens alliances and promotes its own initiatives. India secures water resources. Japan offers alternative partnerships. The world is waking up. China's energy empire is reshaping global power dynamics. The race is on to control Asia's energy and write the rules for its future. At stake is not just economics, but the very balance of power. China's ambition is moving beyond dams and power lines toward a high-tech energy empire. The next frontier, artificial intelligence managing the entire continental grid. An AI brain could optimize water flow, predict demand, and reroute power instantly across borders. This would create a resilient, efficient system, but concentrate immense power in the hands of those who control the algorithms. China is also exploring space-based solar power, orbiting panels beaming energy to Earth, offering limitless clean power. If successful, this would make China's energy supply independent of rivers or weather. The drive for technological supremacy is relentless, combining engineering, digital, and aerospace advances. The goal, a fully integrated, technologically advanced energy ecosystem. China isn't just powering a continent, it's seeking to master nature and technology for global dominance. The future of energy is being built now, with China at the forefront. This vast, interconnected energy empire brings unseen risks. Centralized control creates a single point of failure. A disaster or sabotage could plunge millions into darkness. Nations that rely on Chinese power may lose self-sufficiency, becoming energy hostages. A political dispute could trigger an energy winter, crippling industries and causing unrest. This is warfare without weapons. The grid becomes the battlefield. The environmental costs are immense: altered ecosystems, blocked fish migrations, and even induced earthquakes. The long-term price of clean energy may be far higher than imagined. Outsourcing energy security means outsourcing a piece of national independence. Beijing's decisions can impact daily life in distant capitals more than local governments. Asia's electrification could become a nightmare of dependency, wired for both prosperity and control. We return to the misty mountains, contemplating the silent, pulsing power of a hidden giant. From the Three Gorges Dam to secret networks and the Electric Silk Road, China's energy empire binds nations in a web of dependency. This is a new kind of power, quiet, pervasive, and methodical. Progress and development come with invisible strings, placing China at the center. The future is being built in concrete, steel, and code, growing stronger and more entrenched each day. The world strategizes, but the momentum seems unstoppable. The question remains, what happens if the dragon decides to truly unleash its power? The fate of a continent may rest on a single switch.